Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we have a special edition where we're going to be ranking our customers of the ABV Barrel Shop live right here on the show. Should be fun stuff. We're at the tasting bar. My name is Steve Akeley. I'm joined by Jim Fosnot. Hey, Jim, how you doing, man?
Great, Steve. How you doing?
I'm doing great as well. So we've got some good times here. We like to kind of keep a customer ranked list from time to time. And, what it's about is who's coming in and really contributing to the fun and seeing us the most. We don't measure people by how much they spend or anything like that. And, I mean, that's important stuff, and that's what keeps us going. But in reality, we like to do the fun of who's coming in and seeing us and contributing to our enjoyment. Because if our customers don't come in, we get bored. So we like the idea of ranking them and encourage people to come in more frequently, right?
Yes, and it has helped. People, when they find out they've dropped in rankings, have showed up a few more times.
Yes, yeah. So how I've done this today, Jim, while you were out walking barley, I went in and created a list of 18 that I think are currently eligible to crack the top 10. We'll go through and discuss each one, and then we will create our top 10 list. So that's what's going to be on the show today. But before we get to that, we've got a pretty cool couple of picks here, don't we?
Yeah, we just got in last week, MB Rollin out of Pembroke, Kentucky. Great distillery there. They're veteran-owned and operated, and just two great. We did a bourbon and a rye from them, and just great bottles.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's really special about this one is when we went there, we enjoyed two of the picks very much. So we go through, I don't remember how many, probably about a dozen barrels at least. We really liked our first and second picks. We were struggling with that. And then somehow the idea bubbled up that what if we took half of each barrel, again, ultimately only buying one barrel, but then the other half would be sold at MB Rollin's gift shop under our branding. So if you go to MB Rollin right now, you can pick up our barrel shop picks at their gift shop, which is pretty cool.
It is. I saw Mudcat Mike on Facebook the other day showing the pick off because one of these picks is named after him, a rye pick from him. Pretty cool to see that on Facebook.
Yeah, very cool stuff. So, yes, very excited about both of these. So come by, and of course, this is the ABV Barrel Shop, so you can try before you buy. So come in and give them a taste. And if you like one of them, pick one up. If you like both, pick both up. If you like more than one bottle, we'll even sell you that. We don't put limitations on you here normally, and this is just a regular barrel pick, so you can buy as much as you like.
And this is one of the fastest selling barrels we've had. We've sold through almost half.
Yes.
Of the barrels already. So
unless, I guess as we record this, it's been a week. Yeah.
Pretty spectacular sell-through. So that's because it's a great product, great price, a great story. So come in and try it and get your bottle while you can.
Yeah, absolutely. On that note, we both have some glasses poured here, so let's just give a quick cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, and we'll take it out to break. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
This is Kathy Cool, and I can't wait to pet your goat. And you're listening to the ABV Network.
All right, everybody, welcome back. My name is Steve Akeley, and I'm joined by Jim Fosdot. We are here at the ABV Barrel Shop Tasting Bar, and we're going to go through and rank our top 10 customers. You have to crack the top 10 to be on the list. We don't rank number 11 through 40, 50, 100, 1,000, you name it. Oh, Marley's down there, of course, right underneath my chair. I dropped my pen there, so without that, I can't really do the proper work, so I had to get that. Sorry about that. Here's who's eligible in my mind. So Ken, Cop Ken, comes in here, very popular. He's usually in here every week, so he's a possibility. Steinkamp, so he's a good friend of ours, and he is usually in here on a weekly basis as well. Usually spends an extended amount of time, typically. He was entertaining me last night, so yeah, it's usually good when it's only one of us here, and you can make sure you have somebody to talk to. Tony, he literally comes every Friday and helps you close down the place.
Yeah, Steve leaves early to podcast. Tony's probably spent the most hours of anybody in here. He'll hang around for 3, 4, 5 hours sometimes just to keep me company on a Friday, or just hang out and talk at some other day. So always great to have him here. Yeah.
Evan Van Scoik, of course, we know the story with Evan. He was our number one customer. He just kept winning it week after week after week. And then finally fell off. And then once he realized he wasn't number one anymore, then he wanted it back. And now he's been coming back in a lot more again.
Yeah, trying to earn it back for sure.
Yeah. Kathy Cool, she certainly attends a lot of events. And despite the fact she does not live close around here, she makes it here more than her fair share. I'll give her that. Pam comes in, cusses up a storm.
Nothing makes me happier than I see Pam getting out of her car, all 4'8" of her, come rolling in the door with that mouth going. It's always a great time when Pam's here.
It is. It definitely is. Then you've got Jules. He's a character.
For sure. Jules.
If you've been in the shop when Jules is here, you'll never forget the man. I'll give you that.
Yeah, keeps us entertained.
Yeah. Bill Barnwell. Bill, again, he was probably pushing for number one at one point or another. Now, I don't know. Maybe he's dropped off a little bit. I'll be interested to see if he cracks the top 10 here.
Yeah, his schedule changes from time to time with what he does, so that probably impacts him more than others, but still a great customer for sure.
Bob Miramonte, he pops in quite a bit. Yeah,
he does for sure.
Yeah. He comes in and usually has a few drinks, spends some time. So here's one we want to talk about, Dante. Dante was here all the time. Boy, when he needed us most, we were here for him. Now he's never here anymore. So I just want to throw that out. There's no chance in hell he's going to crack the top 10. No, it's not going to happen.
But hopefully he hears this and thinks, I probably need to come see those guys somewhere. Yeah. So I don't know if something's happened with his schedule or whatever, but for sure he has kind of dropped off a bit.
Right. This next one, it's two people, but I think we can count it as one. Mitch Abbott and Joe DeNapp. I mean, because they're always in together.
They are definitely a couple.
So that's only one. That counts as
Yes.
one. So if they crack the top 10, they'll be in there together. Logan, yeah,
Yeah, we see Logan quite a bit, so
Yeah, we'll see.
Logan all the time. We have some interesting conversation with him of his mead that
yes.
he's making and possible meadery they're looking.
We'd love for him to come into this plaza. That's what we say. We'd love to have a meadery here. Not anything we want to do, but we feel like it'd be enjoyable to have him here, and it would draw in some new customers.
Well, let's be honest, though. Also, he works with and for your daughter, so there might be some pressure for him to be here more, so he's getting in trouble at work.
Exactly. Cop Chris. Chris,
yeah, he's in here quite a bit. He brings a lot of people with him too.
Yeah, to his credit, he does that. So he's definitely a promoter of this place. David Probst. He was in yesterday as well, in all the time. Yeah, and he's part of our dynamic duo of villains. So
that is true. Yes.
Did you know he's acted in movies?
I did not.
Yes, quite a few actually. But so I guess
any titles we could mention, or these be the kind of movies we don't want to talk about on there?
No, well, of course he laughs about that because that's what everybody assumes is going on there whenever he says he's in the movies. But I guess there is some sort of, and you say B films, but when you're making in St. Louis and you're making what is a B film, I think that's more like a D or E film.
Right.
I mean, so he's in that circuit. He acts in those sort of really low budget movies that are created here in St. Louis, which he plays villains quite a bit and stuff like that. He's played like a World War II soldier. I don't know. I can't imagine these movies.
We need to get him and Tony in here to do a pick when we're just doing samples. And just have it the villains pick with those two cartoon, get their face kind of cartoonized.
Yeah, that would be
great.
That would be good because they got the look for sure. Jason Rack, here's one again. The guy doesn't live around here. He's here a lot.
Yes,
and he brings toys for Barley. I tell you, if Barley gets a vote today, he'd put Rack in there.
For sure. Yeah,
he's the only person I know that brings stuff for Barley.
That's true. More of you should bring stuff for Barley.
Yeah, Matt Bay. Matt
Bay's dropped off a lot, and I know he's got some issues going on with some health with a family member, so. You're not going to hold that against him. Family comes first, but we'd love to see more Matt Bay.
Yeah. Sean, our buddy Sean. Paquette, yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. So there you go. There's the possibilities. Unless there's anybody you want to add to this. If you feel anybody I left off, I created that on my own, so I don't know if there's anybody you want to add.
I think you pretty much touched on all the the regulars here.
All right. Who should be number one? Currently, number one is Ken. Has he done enough to retain that, or has someone moved up?
One gets tough. Tony is here more.
Right.
And I think I'll say they both promote us a lot. Man, it's like 1A and 1B.
Here's going to be my pitch here. I would have a hard time knocking off Cop Ken the week after he had our biggest register ring in the history.
Okay.
I think that gets you at least a week, right? That gives you a free pass for a week.
True.
Tony can make the argument, I've been here more, but I think we got to give it to Ken based on that. So I think Ken still holds number one. We did a pick with him for the Police Officers Association.
And that's going to probably lead to a lot more picks with other police associations. So
that's that combination of it comes in here, have some fun with us, but also is doing things good for the business. We got to go for that. And that's not a slam against Tony. That's just Ken going above and beyond. I mean, so he's number one. Then I think easy's number two is Tony.
I think Tony's be number two. Like, man, it'd be hard to find someone who promotes us more through Facebook and just talking us up. And he's brought several people in here as well, sent people our way. The barrel pick, I think you're right, puts Ken over the top. But man, it'd be 1A and 1B.
Yeah. Oh, I did leave off one name, and this one certainly needs to be on there. Darren. I forgot Darren.
Oh.
He's our current number three. And
my God, we didn't list him. Yeah.
does he stay at number three or Evan? Who do you think? Evan brings stuff with him, and Evan. They recently changed Darren's schedule, so I feel like that hurts his ability to come in here.
Yeah.
So maybe Evan moves up one.
I think Evan moves up to 3. Darren just barely bumps down to 4.
Okay. Number 5. This one we got to get because a rising star, Pam. We got to get Pam.
Yes.
Pam is
has to be the top 5.
So she's got to be in the top 5. So Pam's number 4. That rounds our top 5 out. So we got 5 more here.
As people that bring joy to be seen come in the building.
Right.
Pam might be number 1. Like, it just brings a smile to my face every time I see her coming in. But the frequency and stuff like that, kind of puts her down the list a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Pam, definitely.
Who do you think number 6? Number 6.
Got to refresh my memory of some options.
Okay,
here.
so I'm just going to run through the names. I'm going to run through all of them real quick here. So you got Cool, Jules, Barnwell, Miramonte, Dante, Mitch and Joe, Logan, Cop Chris, David Probst, Jason Rack, Matt Bay, and Sean.
Man, to me, it's got Sean or Bill Bardwell.
Okay.
Um,
Sean or Bill Barnwell. I think Sean has been in more recently. Again, Bill's been, schedule change.
Yeah.
So let's go Sean right now, then Bill, number 7. That leaves just 3 more spots. Who do you think here? David Probst, he's been coming on strong.
I'd say Probst,
Yeah,
yeah. I know they're doing a private event here with us with the group that he's a part of.
Yep.
So that's a good thing. I know he's part of that. So
Yeah, so we just got 2 spots left. So let's narrow this down to the real players here, because there's some you can almost eliminate. And so we got Sean. So yeah, he's good. I would say we got 2 spots open, Jim, and 3 contending. You can put these in here. Mitch and Joe, Logan, Jason Rack. I think those are the 3 big names that are out there.
I think Logan has to be in the mix for sure.
Okay.
And
then you've got Jason Rack or the dynamic duo. I think Rack. And here's why. Jason Rack comes in just to come in.
Right.
Those guys come in for cool events and stuff
yeah.
like that.
It's always great to see them, but they're always here for event type of stuff, and I get it. Like
they don't live close either,
right?
too.
So it's a far drive here, but he comes in just to come in.
He pops in.
So yeah, I don't disagree.
Let's say that again. This is tough, but that's kind of in this instance the tiebreaker. So
now they have to step up their game just a little bit to crack the top 10.
Right. They're that close. When you're that close, you want to do the extra effort. Then, so
like this would have been January, and he'd been playing Drunk Santa. It's hard to argue against.
Right.
Against that, but we're in February. What have you done for us lately?
This is true. So here's our top 10. These are the top 10 customers of the ABV Barrel Shop. You got Cop Ken, you got Tony Vitale, Evan Van Scoik, Darren McCroy, Pam Hoyle, Sean Bequette, Bill Barnwell, David Probst, Logan C. I'm not going to try to say that.
No.
Logan C. And Jason Rack.
Right.
Jason Rack. So there you go. That is our crew. We've done the hard work. We're going to post this list here for the first time in the store. I just want to see the reaction. I'm going to do like a little teaser, here's the list, and then
should I make a little fixture, a chalkboard fixture that we hang up, and every month we do this.
Yeah, I think so.
And I'll work on that this week. We can, because this will hold for a month, so I'll have it available in the next few days. Probably by Monday, and it won't be hard to make.
Yeah. But I will post this. The show won't come out for a few days, so what I'm going to do is post immediately online. Just say the top 10 list is out, and just make the picture where you can't see the list. You just see those, because I want them to come in and see, and then see if they agree where they fall, and it'll be fun. So there you go. There's the top 10 list of our customers. Good times. Let's wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Jim, where can people find you?
You can find me on Facebook at Jim Fosnot, on Instagram at FozJim, or hanging out here at the ABV Barrel Shop with our top 10 customers on Wednesday through Saturday at the Barrel Shop here.
Well, I'm doing the same there, of course, and I am an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, that thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more. abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us at the ABV Barrel Shop. We'd absolutely love that. And, of course, if you like what we're doing, get involved. Head over to patreon.com/the ABV Network. And at a very minimum, give us a 5-star review. And I'm talking about the Barrel Shop. I'm talking about this show, the Bourbon Daily. So do that wherever you listen to podcasts. And then, of course, do that for the Barrel Shop wherever you rate businesses. Google's good. That's a good start. All right. Well, that's it for this show. Of course, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Cheers.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the Hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with the national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.